want to show you the product of a lot of research and training we've been doing. It's really quite simple. When you understand it, I can convey this to you in a few minutes, and it took us many years of trial and error to figure out some of these tweaks that are going to make these pretty well known, pretty standard techniques a lot better. Every little tweak we make is going to add 1 or 2% more success, and when you build that one on top of the other, you're going to have a lot more confidence, and the technique's going to be a lot more successful. All right, the first thing I want to show you about rotating is that I need to pivot my feet. Basically, the footwork is left out when people teach this, and there's 2 distinct ways that you can pivot, and I want you to be aware of them because they can change the angle and change specifically what kind of technique you're doing. So if I'm standing here, imagine the guys behind me. The standard kind of rotation is much like throwing a punch or something. I push off my left foot and I rotate this way. All right, so it's a heel out pivot. Pretty standard. We do this in boxing. You do it with a golf swing. All right, and I'll show you how to tweak that in a minute. But just be aware that's one kind of pivot where my weight shifts onto my right leg if I'm pivoting to my right, and I come up onto the ball of my left leg and it shifts my weight forward. All right, most people understand this and they do some version of it. But we don't want to forget that there's another way to pivot where I shift my weight the other way. I can shift my weight onto my left leg and pivot on my heel. Okay, do you see the difference? One shifts my weight this way and rocks my head over my right side if I wanted to, and the other way rocks my head over my opposite leg. Okay, even though what I'm doing with my arm is the same, I want you to be aware that there's variations here because it gives me more options. It allows me to control the angle and what I want to do more specifically. Okay, so when I'm instructing this, I'm going to refer to this as a heel up pivot. All right, and I'm going to refer to this as a toe up pivot. All right, and they're slightly different. You can see how it shifts my weight. All right, and again, we're going to see that you can apply these at different times to change the angle of your attack. And if this understanding of how your body works most efficiently is how you're going to get the most out of these techniques.